Hey, Freddie there. Hey there, buddy boy. How you doing, huh? Hey, it's me. I am back. Did I interrupt your Saturday night heroes and icons? Huh? It's Torah duty time? Bet you wish you were a real soldier, huh? Yeah. Well, you got to prove that you're a man. You got to push around the little guy. You got to prove that you're a man because what they did to you when you were a little boy with the Catholic Church. Make sure you bring that Boy Scout thing I mean, you should have told us then that you couldn't make it, but, see, that's why I think you're lying. I'm going to do a bong hit here. You don't mind. I know it's illegal where you live, but. Good stuff. Not like that booze you make in your house, huh? So, when I heard you were going to a Boy Scout thing, I was like, aren't the Boy Scouts out of business? In jail, the sheriff here, he doesn't allow the prisoners to know what's going on in the world, so he devoids us of all news and newspapers. But unfortunately, the USA Today goes to every cell block, and it gets passed around, but there's 100 guys in each cell block. I mean, there's like over 2,500 guys in that jail, This isn't like little Barrow County here, So, I never got to see the paper, but one day I was able to see the paper. And I read that the Boy Scouts had gone out of business, I had thought, and lost like $2 billion for playing with little boys and stuff like this. And then I thought to myself, so what I did was, today I thought, let me go find out if that's what's really kind of going on here, And so what I did was, hold on a second. Okay, so what I did is I went and Googled I Googled it. For the Boy Scouts, it was like, wait a minute, did the Boy Scouts go bankrupt? Boy, B-O-Y, Boy Scouts of America, lawsuit, and yeah, apparently, September 22nd, you guys settled $2.5 billion. So I don't even know that you guys are even still around. And I think it's really admirable of you to be a Boy Scout leader. I mean, these are people. You're a Catholic priest. I mean, you're an altar boy, and we know what happened with that. You're a Boy Scout, and we know what happened with that. And yet you're not a victim. And according to one of the articles I read, 50,000 victims are getting paid off. Those are the ones that admitted it and came out and admitted it. I'm sure the people like yourself, the enablers, you're not going to admit it, but, So, you and Josh, y'all have something to talk about. I sent him a letter telling him, I know what went on, so what did go on, bro? Tell me, who, one of you wanted to do it and the other one didn't. And it doesn't matter. Okay, because what it comes down to is Josh Cox signed the warrant. Even if he told you he didn't want to do it, okay, you made him do it. And even though you told him you didn't want him to do it, he still did it. So he's still going to get arrested for the false arrest. But that's why we're going to have a trial. Because she can't arrest Josh, that's her buddy. And then she'd have to arrest the 3 magistrate judges who allowed this to go through. So in order to protect them, they need to con, they need to con, 12 people into believing that I committed a crime, that I had mens rea, and that I had criminal intent. And if you read the law, it says that it has to be done with the intent of striking fear in you. Oh my God. You weren't fearful. If you were fearful, you would have come and gotten me the next day. I got a cop that I'm subpoenaing that's going to be at the trial who's going to testify that he did just that. When he got a threatening letter from me, or what he wants to pretend. Of course, he never indicted. Never will. But, so I've been going kind of nuts, and you guys are in. The FBI is going to cover your ass. They're gonna cover your ass. They wouldn't take my complaint. They hung up on me. So you know what I did? I took my complaint, which is this complaint, right? It's that one there is only like 650 pages, but the because it's double-sided, I printed on, but on double-sided printed, single print pages, it's 715 pages. Then you got all the markings in there, but the thing itself is actually short. The complaint is actually 9 pages. I'm going to show you the complaint. So this here is the complaint. You, Josh, Jamie, and of course, the rest of you. There's like 60 defendants I'm naming in this lawsuit. And I'm not sure where I'm going to file it yet because there's so many jurisdictions involved. And this is it right here, and, if you want to read it, you're going to have to just wait until the video is over and, slowly, pause it and go back and all this stuff. But this is it right here. You might be able to read it, But anyway, yeah, that's it, And I didn't trust the Department of Justice to take it. So what I did is I actually sent it to Attorney General Merrick Garland himself in a personal letter, a personal envelope with a disc of all of the stuff involved. There it is. And that's the tracking number right there. Okay? Now, this actually was sent out last Saturday, a couple weeks ago, on the 15th. And on the 18th, when it was supposed to be delivered, it all of a sudden it disappeared, and it was held up for like 4 days before it reappeared in Washington. Another letter I sent out that day arrived where it should have been on Tuesday. So finally, it was picked up, as you see, by I guess an assistant of his, E. Anderson, and they're gonna read that complaint, and see all the exhibits, and maybe start, making some arrests. Maybe they're gonna wait, and they're gonna sit in the audience, and then after the trial's over, they're gonna come and get you guys. But if I were you, man, I'd be scared for my life. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to prison, and oh my God, they find out I'm an ex-cop, they're gonna kill me. Oh my God, my life is in danger. Because what I'm saying are terroristic threats. It's terrorizing you. You got a thing there. Okay? Because what I'm saying, I'm not harming you. I'm not saying that I'm going to harm you physically. I'm just telling you what's going to happen in your life. You're going to prison. Yep. You're going to prison. You, Josh, Jamie, Monica, and Caroline. Y'all are going. So, let me do here. Yeah, I'd be scared too if I were you. And I'd be scared to really meet the guy that looks like me that you really don't want to meet. You really don't want to meet him. Because he knows as much as I do. We know you, bro. Anyway, have fun. Can't wait to see you. They're not going to drop it. We're going to have a trial. And you're going to be there. Oh! I got a film crew I hired from Detroit coming in to film it. Pay over almost $4,000, But that's what I'm gonna do. So, peace out, brother man. Bye bye. Okay, one more thing. One more thing. Look at this here. On December 21st, he responds to Robert De Niro. And it says, "Hey, big man," at Robert De Niro US. "Bring that to me. I'll school your cowardly butt." Well, that sounds like a threat to me. It's a veiled threat, but it's a threat. He's going to school his cowardly butt. So he's a coward if he doesn't face him. Okay? And he's going to get schooled by Fred, and I guess by schooling he means he's going to kick the shit out of him. I think we can all infer that. So let's look at what Robert De Niro said. He said, I'd like to see a bag of shit right in his face. Hit him right in the face like that, and let the picture go all over the world. I'd like to see that too. Robert De Niro says, at Real Trump, deserves to be humiliated, and someone should hit him in the face with a bag of feces. That's from the Washington Examiner. They've got this quote at the top that and then the one on the bottom. All right, so he needs to be humiliated, and he does. He's a crook. Okay, but this is what they like to play. They like to play. So Freddie's saying to him, "Hey, bring that to me. Come on, bring your bag of feces to me, and I'll kick your ass." Okay, see, he's not afraid of him. He's willing to take him on. Come on, I'm gonna take you on, big guy. Well, he's the big guy. He's 250 pounds, according to the police report. And me, I'm only 125. So he's literally twice my age. However, he's very scared of me. Because he would never send me this tweet. He would never say, if I was to send him a letter, say, "Man, I'll kill you." And he goes, "Yeah, well, bring it and I'll school you." He never said that to me. No, he was scared to death of me. This pussy went out and called the cops and said, "Get this guy arrested." And for 3 weeks, he begged these guys to get me arrested. And then finally they said, "Okay, we'll get a warrant for him." And they got a warrant for me. I mean, really? Really? It's amazing what he does. This here is the complaint that he went out and filed last year. This is over a year ago, and it took him 3 weeks to get an arrest warrant. At that point, they must have had enough to go to a grand jury, but they sidestepped the grand jury and got an arrest warrant. And that's a long story, a very long story, and you're gonna be amazed at the story I'm gonna tell you about that in another video. But this here is a guy who's making veiled threats openly in public, much like his idiot leader, dear leader, does. Excuse me. And he's walking around. If you noticed, nobody liked it or tweeted or commented on it. I'd love to comment on it. Oh yeah, Bubba, one more thing. You know how one of you said they didn't want it, the other one did? How Cox is in trouble, and your only hope is to say, "I was the one who said it, I didn't want it." You're not going to say that. I know you're not. You know why? Because you're testifying. Okay, she's not going to just call you in to testify, and then what? You're going to go on the stand and say, "I didn't want to do it. He wanted it." They're going to be like, "Who?" And like, she wasn't expecting me to call him, So it's kind of funny, So I know it's all you, and they probably hate you right now. Oh, I bet they hate you. Your friend Josh, who did it because you guys are buddies, man, he is regretting it. He thought you would just get me stuck out in California in jail for a month. Well, we can't. I can't wait. I can't wait to know who's doing it. I'll have a good time now. Here.
Discipline to not get involved. I should have told her. I didn't think it mattered. I hoped it didn't matter because